Good evening, good evening. I want to come to you about talking about suffering in silence. Especially if we go through a lot of things in life, we do not want to share some of the things that we go through, especially if it's traumatic and we're dealing with a lot of emotions just all over the place. And it's kind of hard to trust someone, especially if you've been through domestic violence or you have a mental illness that you try to sweep up under the rug and don't want nobody to know about what is going on in your life. So sometimes we mask it. We'll go out in the crowds and pretend that everything's okay. And when we get back home, we get up on the covers or shut the doors and cut out all the lights and begin to cry. Sometimes we cry out to God. Sometimes we just cry in general because we don't know who to trust, So it's very hard and difficult to trust someone, especially when you're going through. When you're going through or you have a traumatic episode over and over, and it plays in your mind over and over. The episodes, the events continue to play in your mind. It's a struggle. It's a battle. It's so hard to grasp hold of everything at one time. And sometimes it's hard to talk to a therapist, because a lot of people don't want to share the episode. They don't want to expose themselves or expose the other person. They do not want the triggers to come back up in their mind. And so they began to sweep everything up under the rug. And I was reading an article the other day. This young man had been suffering from mental illness for a very long time. And he would deny friends when they asked him, hey, let me take you out, let's have a good time. He would deny social settings. He would deny parties at work. He would just deny everything, He was like, no, I don't want to get into those settings. And so he would just deny everything. And one day he had a talk because his supervisor would always ask him, why you don't fit in with us? Why you don't, when we invite you, why you turn us down? So he decided to open up and share his silence that he had kept for so long about mental illness. So when he opened up and shared that, he was surprised that his boss or his supervisor, really felt empathy for him, because sometimes it's stigma out there when they put these labels on us, when we're dealing with depression or we're dealing with anxiety, or if we're dealing with just life in general, the things that we have to go through in life. But anyway, when he shared that with his supervisor understood. And I'm not sure that his supervisor had experienced anxiety or depression, which in some sort we all have experienced that in life. If not, just keep living and you will. Because depression can knock at your door. Anxiety can knock at your door as well. Being angry, to a severe level can knock at your door. So these are all in a nutshell as far as mental health. Keeping the mental capacity healthy. So he began to open up with his supervisor. His supervisor understood what he was going through. And now he goes to parties. Now he feels a lot comfortable by sharing. When he shared his story, and his supervisor understood. And I'm pretty sure he did not say, when I read the article, that he was on medication. But some people don't have to have medication. It depends on the person. It depends on how severe it is, So I guess he's just coping with it well since he shared his story, because I'm pretty sure, and matter of fact, I know, living with these deep, dark secrets that we don't want people to know about, it can be mind-boggling. It can be depressed. You can get so severe depressed that, it can impact not only your mental capacity, but everything, your body, your spiritual setting. It can emotion setting. It can just impact a lot of things that goes on in your life. So, me as a mental health specialist, I have to make sure that my mental health is in check. I have to make sure that I take mental health days, because the society and the community that I work around and involved with, it's a lot. It can drain you. So it's so important to make sure that you take a mental health day. And if you don't have a mental health day, or your company don't have a mental health day, just make sure, maybe bring it up to them in some kind of way, because we all get stressed out. We all get bogged down. We all get depressed. We all get overwhelmed, and anxiety sets in, and other things begin to act up in our bodies, and different things. We begin to get sick and everything. So we don't want that. We don't want that at all. So it's so important to make sure that you do self-care on your behalf. Nobody should not tell you to do self-care. You should already know, hey, I need some self-care. I need some me time. I need to make sure that I'm okay. I need to take time out for myself and pamper myself and encourage myself. I need to take time out and give me some rest and some sleep. I need to take time out to eat healthy and think healthy. I need to take time out to collect my thoughts. Those are the things that we can work on ourselves, and nobody else, don't have to tell us that. Even if you don't take time out at work, when you wind down at night, meditation is good. Get somewhere and just be silent and just really collect your thoughts for that day. What is it that I can do to improve me? What is it that I can do to improve the situation that I'm in? What is it that I can improve as far as teaching my clients? So as a teacher, as an educator, my job is to keep me intact first, because if I can't keep myself intact first, then I cannot help nobody else. So it's very important to make sure you take care of you. That's the first and foremost thing. The second thing is that make sure that you are giving out good energy, good vibe to those you come in contact with. When you step in the room, it should be positive energy, good vibe, and leave it there. Leave everything there at the table. Because when you work on you, you won't have to suffer in silence anymore. So I hope this helps someone today. And I hope that I continue to be a blessing to everyone that looks at this video on YouTube, Facebook, wherever. I continue that I will be a blessing in your life, and you are welcome to share this. Y'all have an awesome Friday. Happy Friday, and I will see you next year. If I don't see you next year, you still have an awesome time. All right, bye-bye.